My client came today for the big chop, and I wanted to show you guys how just because it can be a more challenging haircut or a big transformation, the system does not have to change, guys. Welcome to the channel. My name is Tito, and I make well over 6 figures in the barber industry, and I did that through efficient haircutting skills, guys, and I want to help you do the same. So you can see here, we're going to jump right into it with the number 5 guard on the Tomb 45 Babyliss FX clipper. And if you're in the market for a machine like this that never gets hot and has as much power as this one does, it's going to be linked in the tagged products below. Let's start right in the middle, running this number 5 guard through the top, and we're just going to want to make sure that we're always cutting against the grain. So this means if the hair naturally goes forward, we cut it backwards. If it grows left, we cut right. If and vice versa, right? You're always cutting in the opposite direction that the hair naturally lays. We're starting with the number 5. And then my client did decide to go one level shorter. So you're gonna see us run the 5 and then the 4 over this. Notice also his hair used to lay in a side part and we used to cut the hard part in. So that's one of the challenges I'm gonna be walking you guys through on this haircut, is how can we mask that to the best of our abilities. So let's tune in. So now, guys, I recommend that you start the bald fade with the clipper all the way closed. A lot of other YouTubers are going to teach you to punch this line in with the trimmer, and they're going to do that because it's a very precise line, and clean, organized guidelines is what's going to help you get a fade, a very organized fade. So I get it, but at the same time, man, that's something that slowed me down, and I think that was a detriment to me in the beginning of my barber career, because I would punch that line in so hard that it was really difficult to blend out at the very end. That's why, like I said, part of efficiency, I want to teach you guys how to be more efficient. So start this bald line with the clipper all the way closed, and it will serve as a mental reference, like, hey, this is where the bald part of the fade is. Everything's gonna come down to this point. So this is your primary guideline. You've already completed that. The secondary guideline is still with the clipper with no guard at all, but open up the lever, and we're gonna make it parallel to this line that we already put in. So that's where the primary and the secondary guideline will establish the shape of the fade that you want and give you space for gradients at that point, because the next step we're going to be doing is fading down towards this section here. And to make it a little bit easier, this step right here with the number 1 guard, this is going to be totally optional. But like I said, I wanted this to be a super beginner friendly tutorial. So if you're a beginner and you're not totally comfortable doing the fading down steps, then maybe it can help you just by taking your number 1 guard with the lever open and just create like a soft guideline. So that way, again, it's reference just to help you keep control of the shape. Now, typically in my other videos, I don't do this step. I just jump straight to the fading down. So if you're a more advanced barber, skip this step and just jump into the next one with me. But this may make it just a little bit more comfortable for you as a beginner barber. So this step, like I said, completely optional. But now that this is set in here, whether you choose to do that part or not, it doesn't change the fading steps, because we're going to be going right into this number 2. And now the 2 is going to blend really well into the 4 that we put all the way up there. We're using this straight up and down motion. You can see I'm using the shape of the head as a ramp to launch this clipper up and off the head. We're not going to be, like following the round of the head. We want to keep a nice squared up shape on this haircut. So I'm starting with the number 2 with the lever all the way open. Like I said, always cutting against the grain too, because you want to make sure that this is being cut even. So if the hair is growing towards the left, I'm cutting it towards the right? We always have to get up against the grain, and follow up with the lever closed underneath everything you do with this too. Now this part right here is why I said it was optional for you to put in the number 1, soft number 1 guideline, because we're going to be fading down anyway with the number 1. So you could see here, I'm taking this 1 with the lever open and doing the same motion, guys. I'm really repeating the same motion I did with the 2, because everything that needed to be caught with the 2 open did it. Everything it didn't catch, the 2 closed is gonna get it. Anything that didn't catch, the 1 open right now is catching it. And anything that the 1 open doesn't catch, the 1 closed is gonna catch. So every time that you shorten the length, you are shaving off just a little bit of gradients, right? We're working on the color grading. We are working on the colors, slowly making it lighter and lighter as we get lower and lower, making it easier to fade out that bottom guideline. So if you can count, guys, you could fade. You know what I'm saying? Big two, little two. Big one, little one. Now this next step, guys, is also one of the optional parts of this haircutting system, because again, like I said, this is going to be beginner friendly. If you're an advanced barber, you're not going to need to do this step here with the half, but I am going to show you how to do it just in case if you're more of a beginner barber. And that's just using the safety net of the half guard while you're fading down. See, typically I'll just go straight from the one closed into fading out that bottom guideline. But I know it can be intimidating if you've never used this before. So just as a safety net, you guys can take this half guard and again, repeat the same motions, right? We did it with the two, we did it with the one, now we're doing it with the half. You know, let it catch everything it can while it's open, and then follow up with it closed, guys. Like I said, this is not a necessary step. It's not gonna remove too much hair, but it is just gonna get your mind in the mindset of how fading down works. So before we go in for the kill shot, to hit that very bottom blend, we can already see the gradients is coming together. Everything above that bald line, we can already see how this fade is laying, and now we can fine tune it. You know, you could go back in and detail a little bit more with the clipper and the different guard lengths, but one of my favorite ways to go in and do this is with the blending shears. You know, you can see the teeth on one side and the steel blade on the other side. So it's just gonna help remove less weight at a time. I'll be able to just attack these different dark spots that I see, because I wanna make sure that this whole area is just ready to accept a nice fire blend to bring it all together. Now I want to ease your mind when it comes to fading out this bottom line, because I know I used to have a fear of, man, if I blend this bottom line out, I'm going to turn my low fade to a mid fade. I'm going to turn my mid fade to a high fade. And this high fade is going to turn into a south side. But look, here's the thing, guys, is that you are going to bring the fade higher, but the lever is going to allow you to make the hair be longer as you work your way up. So I'm gonna match it at the very bottom, right? We have to start with the lever closed, break through that line, go two and break through it. Then we're gonna open the notch to notch one. Okay, we're gonna bring it up a little bit. Notch two, bring it up a little bit. Notch three, notch four, notch five. By the time that we're at notch five, it should blend really, really well. Now, like I said, my more advanced barbers, you left it at a one. You know that it's gonna have to take some finesse, right? You're gonna have to be light-handed with it, maybe pressing the corners. It'll blend a little bit easier for the barbers who are doing this on beginner mode and they already faded down with this half guard. So it's really cool, man. Like, the process is the same, but the steps can vary a little bit. There is some room, some wiggle room in here, depending on what you're comfortable with and your level of experience. I just wanted to make sure that everybody could relate to this tutorial, whether you're an advanced barber or a beginner barber. Let me know down in the comment section below if you're still watching at this point at 9 minutes and 20 seconds. Let me know if you think that it's valuable that I'm appealing to both advanced and beginner barbers with the same haircut. Let me know if you guys think that that's actually something valuable. I know that would have helped me back when I was watching tutorials when I was coming up in the game. Now here's another one of those optional steps. My more advanced barbers are not gonna need this, but I do remember when I was a brand new beginner barber, another thing that I would be afraid of when raising my fade too high was balding out and using the shaver. So, you know, those of you who are more advanced barbers, you already know how to do this. Run that shaver up, take off all the bulk, and just be careful where you go with your shaver. But if you noticed, I set that initial line there with the trimmers upside down. This is gonna give it an extra tight level of baldness that will make it easier to identify how high do I need to bring my foil shaver. Let's go ahead and fast forward the clip here so you can see what I'm talking about. Now, since that's already done there, I'm gonna go down with the grain. Again, this is still in, you know, for the beginner barbers, like this is gonna make it easier, less intimidating on how to use that foil shaver. Notice I'm going down with the grain. It's gonna leave a softer finish, okay? I'm gonna fast forward the clip now so you can see why this is so important, so it can all come together and make sense. Now notice guys here, when this hair comes off, you're gonna see a very faint line that you're gonna be able to go right up to with your double foil shaver. Like you can see it right there at the very top. Very, very faint line that's being left with this trimmer. And there you can kind of see it, you can see it real good from that angle. And that is exactly how high you need to go with your foil shaver. So let's watch the rest of this bulk come off and let's see how easy it is to blend it out. Here you're gonna be able to see, look at this hair come off, and you could still see that very faint line at the very bottom. Remember, everything above that is already skin tight with the foil because we already ran the foil through it. You know what I mean? So it's supposed to make it a little easier for you guys. And here we're gonna hit it with the foil now. Now this won't be the easiest lineup, guys. We're still gonna be using the same 245 FX trimmer, but just because the hair has been used to being brushed up and back for so long, it's given him a very sporadic hair growth pattern, but the system does not change. I still like to start in the very middle, work my way to one corner, return to the middle, and work my way to the opposite corner. And then that way I can go back and forth and make sure that everything is coming out even. But yeah, man, if you guys are a fan of how this 245 FX trimmer is performing, you know, there's no tricks with this, man. I don't got no pencil, I don't have no enhancements laid or anything like that yet. This is just trimmer, and you can see I didn't even do any skin prep. The trimmer is hitting when it's set properly. Leave a comment down below if you want to see me do the trimmer set video. But yeah, man, these are really fire. And again, like I said with the clipper, if you're in the market for a sharp hitting trimmer like this, that's low vibration. You see, that's the thing. It's more powerful than the Babyliss FX Gold one, but it vibrates so much less in your hand, man. It is so cool to have this thing. Not to mention the fact that it has wireless charging built in. That's so fire. Those links are gonna be in the tag products below. Let's see how the rest of this lineup comes out together. So now that we know that the lineup is balanced and the fade is blurry and everything is sharp and crispy before enhancements, we can feel good about giving my client the request of enhancements that he had. Now, I'm using the 245 no drip. There are other ones on the market that work pretty good, but the thing is that this is the only product on the market that is 100% skin safe. And I'm using this, really the purpose is because he wanted to look sharp right now. It's gonna take him a little while to be able to brush his hair down, retrain his hair to lay down because it's been in a comb over style for so long. So that's what we're using the color enhancement for, is to supplement that. And I'm gonna be using it to mask as much to my ability the side part that he had in there as well. So let's watch the rest of this come together, man. But guys, I appreciate y'all so much for sticking around through this tutorial. Leave a comment down below now if you are still around at the 15 minutes and 45-second mark. I appreciate every single one of you guys, because y'all, I know you guys are the ones that are really about learning and progressing your career, man. So I'm so proud of you guys for watching through this video. Let me know when you try this method, man, if this works and gives you extra confidence going into your next haircut. I would love to hear about that. Please let me know down below. I just want to know that the value that I'm giving you guys is working. And if you're somebody who wants to take your business to the next level, you already know how to cut hair great and you can stay on time, you got your 30-minute haircuts, 45-minute haircut, and beards knocked out. How do you get the customers in the door? If you need help with marketing, if you need help with budgeting strategies, credit repair, how to open a barbershop, how to scale up to 10 barbershops like how Headlines has done, then check out the mentorship, guys. You know, I've got the link down in the description below. I'll be coaching you, Basio, Jordian, Nate, AJ, Zach, all of our coaches. We will be coaching you through your business, coaching you through the modules, and just giving you that personalized help, man. I would love to help you with that, man. I look forward to working with you guys. The link is going to be in the description below. I can't wait to see you on the next video.